Hey there, this is Randy and you're back on Old Guy Hikes, and I'm doing another gear review video. Today I'm going to talk about my REI Flash 55 backpack. I've owned this backpack now for about 2 years, and I've taken it on several overnight backpack trips. All of them up until recently have been one-nighters, but recently I spent 3 days in the Colorado Rocky Mountains, a couple of nights. So I think I've got a pretty fair assessment on this backpack and how well it was going to perform. I was hoping it would perform as well as it did, and it really did perform very well. So just some basic information. It is a 55-liter backpack put out by REI. It is online right now for $219. I can tell you I didn't spend anywhere near that on it. I got it on sale, and then I think I had a member coupon and everything. I think I spent around $120 on it, something like that, about 2 years ago. There are a lot of really good things about this pack. Probably the biggest downfall of the pack really is just its weight. It's not a super ultralight, but it's not bad. It's right at 3 pounds. I think officially it's 2 pounds, 14 ounces. But once you add on several little things, like I've added some extra holder things and some D-rings or some carabiners. When I weighed it without anything else in it, just my extra things I put on to be able to hold things, it came in at like 3.3 pounds, 3 pounds, 3 ounces, I should say. It's still a pretty lightweight, a lot better than what I had, but I know there are a lot of backpacks out there that you can get that will save you a pound to a pound and a half off of that. Although cost for ounces, this is probably one of the best budget packs you're going to find. For $219 for just at 3 pounds, it performs great. So let's just get into several of the things. This is pretty much, not exactly, but this is pretty much how I use it on a pretty regular basis when I do go backpacking. It's got a nice set of D-ring, or a nice little daisy chain for D-rings to go down here that can be hooked on, carabiners hooked on, so I can hook on the outside things that I don't want to put in the pack necessarily, like that's my chair, my camp shoes. They come off very quickly and easily. Let's throw all that stuff out of the way so I can show you a little bit better what else is going on here. I don't really carry my trekking poles like this. I usually have them in my hand, but there are, just to show you, there are a place on the outside where you can put your trekking poles, or if you're going somewhere that needs it, an ice axe or any types of things like that will store very nicely on the outside there. There's a nice big front pocket that it's expandable. It just connects up in here, and that's where I put things like my rain jacket, things you want to get to fairly quickly, your poop kit, etc., things you want to be able to get to quickly. That's nice, and it's very roomy. It'll hold a lot. There are 2 other side pockets back here, things like an umbrella can go in one. You could put your trekking poles down in, extra water bottle. There are a lot of straps, so if it's something you want to make sure is very secure, you could put it under the strap and then cinch the strap down on it. There are a lot of load lifter or other straps on both sides that can be moved up and down on the daisy chain to customize your storage. There's another pocket over here. Those are my tent stakes. I put my tent pole and tent stakes on the outside so I can put my tent on the inside. Turning it around, it is adjustable. You can buy it in several sizes, small to, I think, extra large or extra tall, something like that. Even once you get it, though, it's also adjustable for your torso, so you can pull this up and it can be adjusted if you have a longer torso, shorter torso, whatever. Very cool in here, as far as keeping you cool, I should say. Nice and curved to fit your spine, and a nice mesh on there for air filtration. The waist belt is good and padded, nice and wide. The shoulder straps are also nice and padded and nice and wide. I never once have gotten any kind of rub marks or hot spots or anything, any kind of pain points where the backpack is touching my body. So that's always been really good as far as the fit goes. Some more pocket type things on the outside. This is my favorite part. This is why I bought this backpack, is because of the forward facing water bottle pockets, where you can actually reach your water bottle without taking the backpack off. And they work great. I use them all the time. That is the very best. Just a quick reach around, grab your water bottle, drink, and it goes right back in, no problem. I also really like the cell phone pocket. Nice to have access to the cell phone. And when it's hot and everything, you don't want to put, I don't like to put my cell phone in my shorts pocket or my pants pocket, because the cell phone gets damp from sweat, and this helps keep your cell phone from getting too wet. I also put sunglasses in there sometimes. I have added this. This is just an extra that I've added. It's just a water bottle holder, but I don't use it for a water bottle. This is where my camera that I'm using right now that you're watching me on, I put my camera and my tripod in there when I'm not using my camera and tripod, and then I just connected the Garmin to that. So I have access to that. It has nice little snack pockets on the belt that open very easily with one hand. That's really important when you're busy with one hand with holding something or whatever, or you're holding two trekking poles in one hand and you want to get a snack out. It's really nice to be able to just reach down, open it with one hand, grab your snack, and close it. Usually closes. That one gave me a little trouble there. As far as functionality goes on the carrying it, there are load lifter straps here that help to lift the load off of your waist and bring it up higher. I don't usually use those too much. I think I've got them adjusted pretty well where I want them. And then there are straps to tighten once you get it on. Pull on those, of course, down here to lift it a little bit more and tighten it on your shoulders. The waist belt is very adjustable as well. Nice, big, easy to operate. Oops. Let's see what else. The brain, or the lid, is actually removable. It's completely removable. As you can see, I use it to hold my sit pad and my sleeping pad. This is my sit and sleeping pad. I use it for both. I use it to hold it down, but it is completely removable. I'll show you to begin with that it has a lot of storage on top. This is where I put things like my first aid kit and my electronics bag, things like that. Things I want fairly easy access to go in up there. It's completely removable, so if you don't want it at all, you can just 4 quick snaps and it comes off completely. You can just leave it at home if you're only doing maybe an overnight and you don't need that. You want to save a little weight, you can take it off completely. I should say, while we're still on the outside, it is water repellent. The guys I was hiking with out in Colorado, it rained on us several times. They were always scrambling to get their pack covers put on. I didn't even take a pack cover because this is a water repellent material, and it had no problem. I had no problems getting anything wet on the inside. Everything stayed good and dry. I do use a trash compactor bag on the inside to make sure everything on the inside stays dry, but I still didn't have anything. There wasn't any water on the inside of the pack at all. It does have a roll top closure, which also helps with water repellency, and also just compression of your stuff, whatever you put in, or expansion of your storage. If you need more room, you can just roll it up a little bit, put a little more stuff in as much as you need to. As far as the inside goes, I just have a few various things in here right now. It's not really loaded up for a standard hike. It's just my tent and my sleeping pad, but it is very spacious on the inside. Again, it's 55 liter. Will hold a lot of stuff. Not sure how visible that is, but it's very big on the inside. When I'm loading it, I like to roll this down like that. Makes a nice space, and then the trash compactor bag fits down in there. It does also have a separate water reservoir sleeve and a place for a little Velcro thing to hold your water reservoir. I don't use it that way, but it does have that if you want to put a water reservoir in here, and then you can run your tube out either side, either right or left, and down your shoulder. Performance-wise, it performed great. I don't really have any downfall, anything that came to mind thinking back on my trips, that was a downfall of this pack other than the weight. I would like it to be more like 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds, but it is extremely functional, has a lot of accessories for just 3 pounds and just over $200. It's a fabulous pack. So I'll put some of the data up on the screen, or maybe I've already done that. While I'm editing, I'll put some screenshots of some of the other information about it, but I'm very happy with it. So thanks for watching my little gear review video. I don't expect I'll be changing backpacks anytime soon, so any backpack trips you see me on in the near future, this is the pack you will see. All right, thanks for watching, and I hope to catch you out on the trail sometime real soon. Bye-bye.